Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away first. Kick it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing straight.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hard running there. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
So, is Gash going to go out?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
And that pass picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Ball in the air, intercepted. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they got him for the sack. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that, because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Using the quick game. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now from inside the red zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Turner. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hubbard. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone.
Hey, Seth, what's up?
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are
Mama?
absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good.
Did you guys do any schoolwork, or did you actually just play outside all day?
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kicker
Oh,
came
yeah.
out there to send it away.
That's why they put you outside? Well, that's good, right?
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It's a draw. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Might as well give it to him again. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They run the reverse. Creates a little room. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man. Touchdown Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He'll toss it. Dances away from one. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Made a good play.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
I'm getting the ball back, yes.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk
If
about
I'm done this game, we're going to go to McDonald's, okay?
Your will. That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Pulls it in. It's Turner. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gambit, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the lone running back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hubbard. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Let's see what they've got on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Got it! And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Bulldogs will try to pick it up on fourth down. The option look. He lost track of where he needed to go. He slides too early, and it's a turnover on down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience